Hello guys, this is Big Fish, and on this video, we will actually be doing the long-awaited Primrose rework combo plus guide and new playstyle. So, on this video, we actually want to talk a little bit about the new combos that is currently up. I've been taking roughly around 2 weeks, trying my best to sort of create a good combo for this Primrose rework. And to be completely honest with you, I am very, how do I put it nicely? I am very pleased with how the new combo had turned out. As you guys probably have been very used to this combo, yeah? Yeah, this combo that everyone uses, basically, which is the Frigid Burst into Glacier Wall, into Infinite Stab, Absolute Zero, Infinite Stab, Absolute Zero. So there's actually a couple issues with this combo that I have finally able to understand and find out, which is this combo, which is being done by Nassim and Smithy and many other YouTubers out there, is completely flawed. But the flaw is not too bad to the point where you can't fix it. Alright, so there's a main issue with the combo. And what is exactly the main issue? The main issue is this combo can be heavily punished if an enemy got a resistance proc. Why? Because this combo has no failsafe. And so I've decided to change one particular thing. Alright? So on this main combo, which is basically the this combo, alright, this will be fixed and changed. And what is the changes? The changes isn't actually very big, and I'm gonna explain why I make these changes. Alright, the first thing is the of course it's the same. Frigid Burst into Glacial Wall, into Infinite Stab, Absolute Zero. Now the only big difference is this time we will actually use Pedal Ward to chain with the Absolute Zero, replacing Infinite Stab. Alright, so there's a couple reasons why I made it this way, and probably you guys will start asking me questions like, why would you use a super armor when the enemy is knocked down, or when the enemy is like disabled? Well, there's one reason, and that is if okay, this happens to me a lot when like whenever I do this and I Glacial Wall, and then I wanted to use Infinite Step and knock them down with Absolute Zero, the enemy got a resistance on the Absolute Zero knockdown. Okay? And so they won't fall down. If they don't fall down, and I continue with Infinite Stab, I'm gonna get punished. And so the idea of using this Pedal Ward is actually to act as a failsafe in case the enemy actually don't get knocked down, in which you are not liable to being punished, because then you'll be protected with the Pedal Ward, and this will act as basically a guarantee that you will not be punished in case the enemy got a resistance on your Absolute Zero. Okay? I hope this is clear. Now, the second combo is the Cold Snap opening combo. This one has been reworked and fixed. Now, basically, judging from your distance, if Cold Snap actually don't hit the last time, which is the ending part, if you actually use Cold Snap from pretty far away, the enemy will not be knocked back. They will only be stunned. And when the enemy is stunned, of course, you wanna do like this is how the old combo goes. Alright, I'll show you for a second. This is basically how I designed it a long time ago before the rework. The previous one is actually a Cold Snap into Pedal Ward, Absolute Zero, Infinite Stab, Absolute Zero. This will, however, be changed. And what is the changes here? The changes is this, alright? So once you use this and you stun someone down, you want to use Pedal Ward to daze them, and then you can actually use Infinite Stab to Absolute Zero to knock them down, and repeat. And this one is actually pretty much a lot better than the previous one, because this adds one more skill into that, and it also stacks up the bleed and the minus armor, which is very, very nice, and it will really increase the damage done. I've already put this this skill set this particular way for maximum efficiency. And now why do I need to use this kind of skill set? Well, first, you can just use this one to here, to here, to here. So it's very easy to remember. And like whenever you want to use this one, you can just use this to this, and then you can use this in case you want to, or you can just go here and like swipe the page, and you can instantly be here already. This is like a good balance of where to put your skills, and it's pretty easy to remember. And so I really recommend you to try this up. Like, just this one, I can give this one a big fish mark for this combo, and I am 100% sure that this combo is superior to the rest of the combos available for the Primrose as of this point. I'm very sorry that it took me around 2 weeks to design this one, but I really want to give you guys the best content possible for this class that I probably love the most. This is a class that created Big Fish. This class is what created the Big Fish channel. And so I wanted to give a very special content for this class, just to appreciate just how much I love this, just how much love that I have for this class. And so yeah, there will be the two combos, the two main combos for the Primrose. I'm gonna repeat it again. This is gonna be the Frigid Burst opening. This is gonna be like this: 1, 2, Glacial Wall, Infinite Stab, Absolute Zero, Petal Ward, Full Burst, Absolute Zero, Glacial Wall, half cast, get back. Alright? The Glacial Wall on the very end is actually crucial. Why? You need to half cast it, like so. This is not half cast. That's a wrong one. I'm gonna show you guys the correct version, alright? This is how you do it. Alright? Very easy to do. We're gonna do it again. This time we'll be facing forward. Right? That is enough. That is a perfect half-casted Glacial Wall. I'm gonna repeat it one more time. That was perfect, okay? You wanna put that on the very end of your combo. Why? I will explain it in a moment. The Glacial Wall half-cast basically gives yourself and your enemy, it kind of gives yourself an advantage after you disappear. Why? Because the Glacial Wall, from the start of the combo, the debuff, the slow debuff, will already be running out by the time your combo finishes. And so you kind of want to keep stacking the slow at the end of the combo just to refresh the slow duration. And this will allow you to actually escape from your enemies without being chased. And even if they chase you and they manage to clip a combo on you, the combo will be incomplete because the slow is just so horrible that their combo will not deal full damage. They can't do a full combo with your slow stacking up. And this kind of gives you a very strong advantage the moment you leave from your combo. And even if they don't, and even if you manage to run away, this will even give you more advantage. Why? Because then it'll be easier for you to combo them again because they're slowed. Right? So this is kind of pretty much how I want to explain this thing. I will just do this thing one more time and really explain to you how to do this combo properly. Right? It's gonna go like this: Infinite Glacial Wall, Infinite Stab, Full Burst, Petal Ward, Absolute Zero, Glacial Wall, half cast, get out. That is basically the full combo. We'll count again: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Total 8 hits, 7 skills. Okay? This is gonna be a very important one. We'll repeat that again. I think I miscounted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright? 7 skills, total 8 consecutive strikes. And this will deal a fully burst out damage. And this will stack up a lot of minus armor, a lot of slow, a lot of minus AP. Basically, the idea of the Primrose class has been going on for a very long time. And people just seem to not understand, like, what exactly is the playstyle of the Primrose. The Primrose is a very special class in my heart. It's always got this very weak, like, skill kit. The skill kit is kind of clunky, it's kind of funny, because what does it do actually? It has 2 charge type skills, a counter mechanic, which is now basically a shield, and a freeze. That's basically the only skill set that this class has. And now the idea is, the kind of question is, how is this class gonna be good? And people keep giving me this different answers of like, okay, so the Primrose is a class with a lot of physical damage, with a lot of burst damage. When actually, the Primrose is not really a burst type class. The Primrose is a skill dependent DOT type. Because the skills by itself are very clunky. Like, Infinite Step has a very long cast animation. And it has no super armor. And it needs to be chained with a lot of other skills to make it better. And so this class does not have a good burst type skill. Which then explains that this class is a DOT, not a burst type. So that's one thing wrong. And the second thing is, everyone is so fixated on trying to just land a combo every single time. Which I think is a very misguided conception about how this class works. Why? Because this class is designed as a cripple. And what do I mean with that is, you're constantly giving people debuffs and buffs to yourself. You cannot be slowed. Your attack cannot be reduced due to the passive. As you can see here, I'll show you guys. You are immune to attack reduced, to reduced attack speed, reduced movement speed, and this thing intensifies attack speed and movement speed reduction. This thing also is immune to bleeding. Basically, your class cannot be slowed, it cannot receive attack debuffs, it can't be movement speed slowed, it can't be attack speed slowed, and it's basically just how strong this class is. And the idea of this class is not just merely to land a combo. This class is made to cripple someone down. And basically, you're gonna play around your enemies, they're already weakened. And this is a very strong mechanic and understanding that you guys need to actually learn. Alright? So now we'll actually continue with the guide. I'm really sorry, but this guide is gonna take a while because I have a lot of things to say about this class and how you can play this class properly. Now, the second thing is to utilize your 2 frames. Your class have 2 main iframes, which is on the forward guard. On the shield, you have an iframe in front of you, a very long forward guard, and on Cold Snap, which is an invincible skill with a decent cooldown. Alright, so basically you want to utilize this class's ability to actually move. This class is arguably the fastest class in the entire game, with 2 charge step abilities with super armor. This thing allows a lot of different outplays. And the counter mechanic, which is the pedal ward, just increases a lot of that outplay mechanic even worse. So now, let's talk about how and the playstyle to play this class properly. This class is very, very reliant on its super armor as an opening and as a combo finisher. Thus, this class needs to maximize the duration of your super armor. You cannot do this. You must not do that. Just spam all of them at the same time. This will get you killed. Alright? This is the proper way to actually play the Primrose. You want to go in, wait a second. The moment you see the spear move on the very end, that is the time when your super armor of the Frigid Burst ends. As for the pedal ward, as for the Cold Snap, give me a second. I'll probably do it on the side so I can actually show you what the animation looks like. The moment she kind of like moves her shoulder a little bit, that is when the Cold Snap super armor ends. So you kind of want to maximize the duration of the super armor, and you don't want to just spam it. And there's so many different tricks that I've shown in my many other videos that this class have one of the best stalling abilities in a whole game, which is basically pedal ward. This thing can be basically half casted and delayed for up to 4.5 seconds. It can go like so, okay? See? The super armor persists the entire duration for the one skill. And this can be used as a stall. And you can actually see in my previous video how this one actually works on I think it's on this video, my latest video. Okay. So we'll actually look here, what I did here. Okay, I'm against Asura, which is gonna disappear very soon. Okay, so he disappeared. Here I got comboed. This is kind of a learning process, how I actually know like how to actually utilize this class properly. I think it's on this one instead, I think. Is this the one where I actually use my power? See? It's not this one. Might be on another clip. Give me a second. Okay, I think it's here. Nice. So we kind of sleepy. It's 4 in the morning. Did you see here that I'm constantly like I'm maximizing? Okay, here, look. Okay. See, the counter is just so good. Like the ability to just boom, like just like retaliate and reflect the enemy's strike is a very valuable mechanic. And I'm gonna probably pause the video and look for that part when I'm actually using the stalling effect of the pellet ward. Okay, I think this is the part where I actually use the stalling of the pellet ward to really stall out all of the Sura's invis duration. See here? Alright, so I use my buff, he disappeared. Boom. Stalling. See? Like when he strikes me, I kind of used my last charge of my pellet ward to actually absorb the DCC, and that is actually something that you can do as a method of a mind game. Like when someone see you do this, they'll try to hold it out, and like people don't expect the last one, just the one where she pulls the spear out, like so. See, people don't expect the last one. Although, like, because people just expect you to do this and like this. But then when you do this, in the end, it kind of like throw people off guard because they assume that the duration has already ended. Now, this is actually one of the very important methods of playing this class. I have been called by many considered the best Primrose in BDM, probably not just in Asia, and I do take that title very seriously, and I really appreciate a lot of people saying that about me. But here's the thing, okay, when there's a reason why people do that, it's because I make Primrose look easy. And to be completely honest with you, this class is not as easy as I made it seem to be, but there is a method of making it look easy. Now, the idea is you want to actually like stall out people's iframes, you want to stall out people's super armor, and then you will play very aggressive. Basically, you're baiting out, you're playing super defensive when the game just started and when someone have a lot of super armor. But then when you've stalled out your super armor, you can actually go in without actually being punished many times. And through knowing the skill durations and every super armor skill of every single class in the game, it is possible for you to time your counter at the perfect moment. And when the counter strikes, it really hurt. And although they kind of changed the counter mechanic to basically a shield and a passive counter, and I mean from the passive counter to an active counter, and they kind of removed the perfect counter mechanic, it's okay. Like, it still hurts a lot. And I do mean that the counter is actually quite a big deal. And this is what creates this huge outplay potential of this class.